Hello, everyone. My name is Verve, and welcome to the December 12th, 2022 edition of the Bullshit Podcast. I almost recorded this with the screen saying December 5th, but that was last weekend. But yes, welcome to the December 12th edition of the Bullshit Podcast. Here we are today. This is what, the second to last one of the year? When you forget your Twitch password and while resetting your password, you remember it, lol. No, this is the third to last. So we have this one. Next Monday is the second to last one. And then the 26th is the last Bullshit Podcast of 2022. That's kind of insane. When did I start this? I don't know. I'll have to go check the YouTube channel, because it'll be basically whenever the first upload is. Or was. But yeah. What is my headset cord doing, bro? Gimme. Okay, thank you. Anyway, again, welcome back to the podcast, December 12th, the third to last one of the year. And we have 11 topics today. So there's some kind of crazy shit going on today. There's some kind of crazy shit. Also, I want to kind of gauge from chat. Do you guys think I should stream again after the Bleach episode? You let me know. But without further ado, let's get into our first topic, because as you all know, or you should know by now, I'm a fan of Call of Duty. And I'm a fan of Call of Duty esports when there is a game that I like playing. So I really love watching Call of Duty esports when they're playing a COD that I enjoy playing. So like, I didn't watch Vanguards because fuck Vanguard. I didn't watch Cold Wars because it was okay at first, but honestly, at the end of the day, I was only into Cold War because of fucking Outbreak, right? I did watch Modern Warfare 2019's, and so on and so forth. I watched Black Ops 3's, and then I watched World War 2's, but then, you know, all the CODs in between there that I wasn't a huge fan of, I didn't watch. So, but I really like Modern Warfare 2 this year, so it's our only COD that we're going to be seeing for the next 2 fucking years, so it's time to get into the current standings. Now, for those of you who don't know, the 2023 season consists of the 2023 season is going to consist of 5 majors. So we have the first major in Raleigh, North Carolina. We have the Major 2 in Boston, the Major 3 in Texas, the Major 4 in New York, and the Major 5 in Toronto, Canada. At least that's judging by the teams that the major is represented by, right? So we're going into Raleigh Major 1 starting this weekend. And so I want to cover kind of where the teams are at in terms of who's ranked like lowest to highest in terms of the teams. So we're going to start at number 12. The 12th ranked team right now is Vegas Legion. They pretty much got shit on the first 2 weeks, to be honest. Except they had a really funny they had a really funny match this week because they literally shit on the number 1 team, which I thought was funny. And incidentally enough, that one match where they actually shit on the number 1 team in the season was actually their only win, which I find funny. They have 10 CDL points. Match wins, they have 1. Match losses, they have 3. Their match win percent is 25. They've won 6 games, but lost 10. They win about 37% of their games. Ranked 11th, so second to lowest, is the Seattle Surge at 10 points, 1 match win, 3 match losses, 25%, 7 game wins, 10 game losses, and they win about 41% of their games. Number 10th, we have the Florida Mutineers. They have 20 CDL points. They're 2-2. They've won 7 games, lost 9. Number 9, we have the LAG, Los Angeles Gorillas. They're 22-2, 50%. They've won 8 games and lost 9. In the 8th place, we have the New York Subliners, 20 points. They're also 2-2. London Royal Ravens. They're at 20 points, 2-2. 6 is Optic Texas. The Ravens were 7. 6 is Optic Texas, 20 points. They're 2-2. LA Thieves are 5. They're at 20 and are 2-2. Atlanta FaZe are 4th at 22-2. Boston Breach are 3rd at 22-2. Toronto Ultra are the second, the silver team going into the first major, 30 points, 3-1. And then finally, there is the number 1 team in the league right now is Minnesota Rocker. 30 points, they're 3-1. Now, the reason why Toronto is 2 and so Toronto and Rocker are super fucking close. Like, in this major, they could literally swap rank 1 and 2, like, easily. Toronto has won 10 games and lost 7, and Rocker won 10 and lost 6. So the only reason why Rocker's up 1 on Toronto is because Toronto just lost 1 more match than Rocker did. So that's kind of insane, to be honest, but... So there you go, that's the standing. 12 is Vegas, 11 is Seattle, 10 is Florida, 9 is LAG, 8 is New York, 7 is London, 6 is Texas, 5 is LAT, 4 is Atlanta, 3 is Boston, 2 is Toronto, and 1 is Minnesota. So there you go. The current number 1 ranked team is Minnesota. I'm interested to see how that's going to go. But anyways, moving on to our second topic for the podcast today. Ladies and gentlemen, they have announced there's going to be a new Weeb game. Weebs and addicts of Final Fantasy rejoice, because at long last, Final Fantasy XVI has a release date. Announced tonight during the Game Awards, Square Enix revealed the game will be released on June 22nd, 2023. Following in the tradition of other Final Fantasy XVI trailers, our new glimpse looks great and definitely expensive. From combat bosses, story, and world, everything pops off screen. A short few minutes of bombast and spectacle. So there you go. Final Fantasy XVI will be a PS5 console exclusive for 6 months. So Final Fantasy XVI, you'll only be able to get it on PlayStation for 6 months, and then it'll be released on other platforms. Yeah, I didn't watch the trailer. I don't plan on watching the trailer, but it's funny that Final Fantasy is getting another fucking game, which is kind of nuts. That series has been running forever. So there you go. Weebs rejoice in the next Final Fantasy game. That article is very short. Moving on to our third topic. I don't personally know anyone hyped about this, but there's got to be somebody watching that would be. Because, ladies and gentlemen, a generation of fans may love From Software for its litany of Souls games, but the studio was once primarily known for its other beloved series, Armored Core. Tonight at the Game Awards, the studio revealed a new entry in its mech shooter franchise, Armored Core 4: Fires of Rubicon. You mean like the Jeep Rubicon? A cinematic trailer set the table, which begins on a rather gloomy and lava-filled note before the mechs emerge to kick up the tempo a few notches. Fires of Rubicon is the first entry in the series since 2013's Armored Core Verdict Day, so fans have waited a long time for tonight's news. Armored Core 4 Fires of Rubicon is launching in 2023 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So there you go, there's another Armored Core game. I've never played Armored Core, but I do know that there are fans out there for that. Wow, we're breezing right through these. Jesus. Topic number 4, new Cyberpunk, new celebrity. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you what. While the new trailer for the upcoming expansion of Cyberpunk 2077 starts with some voice lines from Keanu Reeves, the surprise appearance comes from a newly revealed character. Solomon Reed appears as a new figure played by Idris Elba. Few concrete details are apparent from the trailer, but the spirit and visual styling of Cyberpunk 2077 remains in clear evidence. We know that Phantom Liberty is built as a spy thriller set in a new district of Night City, and that V somehow works together with the government of the new United States of America, and presumably alongside the newly revealed Solomon Reed. Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty is set for release in 2023 on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Honestly, by the time this DLC releases, I'll hopefully have my part-time job. I'm 110% getting this DLC. Alright, listen. I fucking played Cyberpunk 2077 at launch, okay? Well, maybe not like day one, but I played it at launch, meaning like, I think I didn't have it day one, but then somebody like donated me money or something and I was actually able to get it and I was super hyped, and so they essentially allowed me to get the game, and so I played it like 2 or 3 days after release. Basically within the first week I was playing it, right? The game was broken and buggy as fuck, don't get me wrong, but I held out hope. I knew that there was a good game underneath of that, and I still think to this day that Cyberpunk is one of the greatest FPS RPGs I've played. The only game that I think could compare to that would be Far Cry 5. But then again, Far Cry 5 wasn't necessarily as good as Far Cry 3, and I haven't played Far Cry 6. So, because aside from Cyberpunk and the Far Cry games, what other, like, first-person RPGs are there? I can't think of any, because most of them are third. Like, Just Cause is third person. GTA's third person. Well, it has a first-person mode, but GTA is third person. Red Dead's third person with a first-person mode. Would Fallout count? I mean, yeah, Fallout counts because it's primarily first-person with third-person capability, but as much as I love Fallout 4, I really do like Fallout 4, I don't think Fallout 4 even stands close to Cyberpunk. I've never played Wolfenstein. And Wolfenstein's not like open world RPG. It's like a linear action adventure. Played any. Like Fallout's good. Like Fallout 4 is good, but I don't like. I like Cyberpunk's story more than Fallout 4's story. Bethesda has never been known for their crazy good, amazing storytelling. At least in my eyes, right? Now, I never played Morrowind or Oblivion, okay? But I've played Skyrim, I've played a little bit of Fallout 3, I've played Fallout 4, and I've played New Vegas. None of those stories, except maybe New Vegas, were like, holy shit, this is so cool, I'm so invested in this story. Yeah, New Vegas' story was probably the best of the ones I've seen. Like, Fallout 3 was like, what? I gotta go find my dad! And then Fallout 4 was like, I gotta go find my son! And then New Vegas was like, I gotta go find my package! And then... and then, what was, Skyrim's? Skyrim's was like, I gotta defeat a dragon! You know, it was like, you know, they're not the most, like, compelling stories, you know? I think that Cyberpunk's story is, like, really good. Like, it's crazy to think that somebody, like, in a boardroom or something was like, what if we have this, like, dystopian cyberpunk future? Next one is gonna be, I gotta find my mom. Exactly. No, you know what Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna be? Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna be, like, they're just gonna skip over the dragon part. They're just gonna be like, I gotta find my, the Elder Scroll. Watch Dogs is third person. That's what I mean, like, the third person is like a whole different batch, because then you have, like, GTA and Red Dead, right? And it's like, I'm sorry, but there's no way a Watch Dogs game 2, the original one, Legion, there's no way those compare to, like, Red Dead 2, right? But, like, out of first-person open-world RPGs, I think Cyberpunk had the coolest story, which was, like, they took this freedom fighter from, like, 30 to 40 years ago, and they were like, hey, let's... They took, like, they created, like, an artificial mind of, like, a fucking freedom fighter from like 30 or 40 or however long it was years ago, uploaded it to a fucking chip, you stick it in your head, and now you're like living a dual personality. That's cool, man. That's fucking cool. Borderlands counts, but Borderlands, I feel like Borderlands is good. I've only ever played 2, never finished 2, played 3, never finished 3. But isn't the plot of that game, let's go steal shit? Which, I mean, okay, you could argue Cyberpunk does start with, let's go steal shit, but, like, that's how it starts. And then the game evolves, and it's like, okay, I have to get this other, like, dead person out of my head. Like, that's fucking cool. We have to finish 3, yeah. So, I don't know. I just thought it was cool, and I'm excited to see what, like... Don't get me wrong, I love Idris Elba. Idris Elba is fucking an amazing actor. But I'm not even hyped about it because of that. I'm just hyped that I'll get DLC. Like, I'm just hyped that Cyberpunk 2077 will get content. I'm fucking hyped. Because, like, I understand that Edge Runners came out. I haven't watched Edge Runners. I don't plan on watching Edge Runners, at least for a little while. But I don't need... I'm a person who doesn't need to watch Edge Runners to get back into Cyberpunk 2077. All they need to tell me is there's new story content, and I'm in. Like, 100%. I'm in. I'm reinstalling it, getting the DLC, and I'm in. Payday 2 is an open world RPG. Payday 2 is an FPS. Well, it's an FPS, but it's like a heist. Yeah, Payday 2. Oh, you mean in terms of let's steal shit? Yeah, that's just basically Payday 2. But like, yeah, like I'm just like. Don't get me wrong, Edge Runners was cool, and I know that they added content for Edge Runners, but as far as I know, it wasn't anything, like, substantial. They didn't, like, add new missions. They didn't, like, add a bunch of new content. I think they added, like, a couple new guns and, like, a couple other, like, cosmetics, and that was it. Like, they didn't add a bunch of shit. Like, this is a proper DLC. I'm buying it, and I'm fucking in, bro. I'm fucking in, dude. That, like, I'm hyped. Anyway, moving from one good game to a potentially good game, on our topic number 5, this new FPS looks interesting. What do you mean you can't find what I'm looking for? Please. Okay, never mind. Hold on. I think I fucked up the link. Let me try to find this story. I know it's in here. I skimmed through it last night. I know it's in here. I know it's here. Here we go. Boom. Yeah, I just fucked up the link. So, Crime Boss Rockay City was announced during the Game Awards 2022, and though its trailer was light on gameplay, it features plenty of surprising celebrities. Michael Madsen is playing the titular crime boss, Travis Baker, along with Kim Basinger as Casey, Damian Poiter, and Nazara, Danny Trejo as the Dragon, Danny Glover as Gloves, Michael Rooker as Touchdown, Vanilla Ice as Hilo, and Chuck Norris. The game takes place in Florida in the 90s and is a first-person shooter. Little else is known about the game, but it releases March 28th, 2023 for PC via Epic. So you do have to get it on Epic, which kind of sucks. But, I mean, so we are actually going to watch this trailer. Because I watched it, and I think that we should all watch... No. Hold on. Okay, so first of all, I want to point out, by the way, they added missions to get the items. Yeah, but it's just like, it's like nothing, right? It's just like, hey, go pick up this thing, right? Like, unless there's actual story content. Like, unless it adds development to, you know, characters or whatnot, then I'll reinstall it and I'll play it just for that. But even then, I probably won't now. I'll wait until, you know, the DLC's out. Whatever. So check this shit out, bro. Hold on, let me grab the window capture. Here we go. Okay, so this is Crime Boss, which is actually called Crime Boss Rockay City. So we're opening straight up with Michael Rooker, which is like Pog. Copyrighted music, cool. There we go, Michael Madsen. So look at this. So like you don't get a lot of gameplay, but you can see some gameplay in here. Don't have game, no sound. Yeah, copyrighted music. I was gonna play the sound, but then I realized that it's playing music. I didn't remember that the first time I watched. So we do get little snippets of gameplay. So we have like an AUG here that somebody's using here for like, hold on, I'm gonna slow the footage down. So we do have like an AUG here that somebody's using. Looks like an AUG with like some sort of like, that looks like the sight for an AUG, and they're shooting at like, they're shooting at stuff, but like, I can't tell if that's a player or like an AI. Alright, so here we have another character. You can also see gameplay on the left here. Looks like some sort of stealth gameplay, which is cool. I wonder if there's like a tutorial level or something. I don't know if it's like a fully single player experience or if it's a multiplayer experience. I'm not sure. But you see this jet down here, which makes me think flying mission, which would be really cool. So yeah, here we go. We have gameplay on the left and the right here. Which, I mean, just the animation of that Uzi looks fucking sick to me. Here we have them aiming there, and we have a thing. So, this is giving me Payday vibes. I wonder if this is gonna be like a more arcadey, like, Payday, which would be really cool. I'm just looking for, like, gameplay right now. Okay, you're in Vietnam, that's kind of wicked. There's gameplay in the bottom left, another AK-74. Look at that reload animation, bro. It looks so sick. So here we have some gameplay. It looks like a M9 in Vietnam, which is horribly fucking misplaced. And then on the left here, we have some sort of like M16 with some glow sights. There we have an M4 or something down there. Dude was watching police come down. So it just looks like a heist game, which would be super sick. I'm still looking for gameplay, right? Because there's not a shit ton of it. Is this gameplay? That looks like gameplay. Yeah. Nice. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right. So there you go. It's interesting. If you want to watch it yourself, you can. Just look up Crime Boss World Premiere trailer. You'll be able to see it. But yeah, it looks fucking sick, dude. The game takes place in Florida in the 90s and is a first-person shooter. Little known is about the game. It looks like, it kind of looks like a like a 90s, like almost like not as serious cartoony version of like Payday. You know what I mean? It reminds me of Payday. But yeah, so it looks interesting to me. I'm interested to see more trailers, see how that comes about, because that game looks really cool. Well, yeah, I mean, it had a heavy focus on, like, literally at the beginning, he's like, so you want to be a criminal, right? And Michael Rooker's, like, introducing us like that. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, if Michael Rooker's introducing that, all of the gameplay is just the player shooting at cops and being with other teammates. So that, in my mind, goes, oh, it's like Payday, or it's like a heist game. I don't know. It's, you know, it's very rare to see a first-person shooter game like that only be single player. Like, when was the last time you saw a first-person shooter that was a linear level-based action-adventure game and it didn't have a multiplayer? Because we could call out, like, Far Cry and Cyberpunk, but those are open world. Right, that's different. I'm talking about, like, when was there a game that was like a Call of Duty campaign that didn't have a multiplayer and it was just like a 20-hour Call of Duty campaign? That would be fucking cool, man. But anyway, we're moving on to our sixth topic of the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, Kojima's doing it again. Hideo Kojima is doing it again. Death Stranding 2, the sequel to one of the best games of the previous console generation. That's a hot fucking take. But then again, I've never played it, so I don't know. was announced tonight during the Game Awards. As you might expect from director Hideo Kojima, it was baffling. The trailer begins with Fragile, played by Léa Seydoux, running from some kind of threat while carrying a BB in tow. We then get a brief look at Sam Porter Bridges, the protagonist of the first game, played by Norman Reedus, who Fragile tells it's time for you to hit the road and start a new journey, and then everything truly goes off the rails. Giant mecha vehicles, not too unlike the titular Metal Gears from Kojima's previous series at Konami, Metal Gear Solid. Primary antagonist Higgs, dressed like President Emil Strand and playing an electric guitar. A BB pod full of tentacles, the ominous question, should we have connected, casting doubts on the entire objective of the first game. Connecting the United States all quickly flashes on screen. If it sounds like a lot, it is. Check it out for yourself below, which we will not. We're calling it Death Stranding 2, but from the looks of it, the game is actually named DS2, although aside from previously mentioned movie stars, it features Ellie Fanning and Shiloi Katsuna. During a brief interview after the trailer, Kojima revealed he and his company, Kojima Productions, are also working on another video game project and other visual works. No release information was given, though the game is once again being published by Sony. The trailer also said the footage was captured on a PS5, so it might be safe to assume Death Stranding 2, like Death Stranding before it, will have some window of exclusivity on Sony platforms. Guerrilla Games will also be acting as a support studio, and its proprietary engine Decima will once again be used for the game. There you go, Death Stranding 2, which, by the way, in all the official artwork, it's just called DS2, so I don't know if, like, maybe Kojima's just saying, no, it's DS2, stop calling it Death Stranding 2, that's what it stands for, but it's not called that. I don't know. But there we go. Death Stranding 2 was essentially announced and teased. So that's freaking cool. We have no idea of when it's coming out at all, but we just know that now it exists and they've been working on it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on to our 7th topic and the last gaming topic of the podcast. This one I'm excited about. I saved it for the last gaming talk. Saved it for the last gaming topic. I'm going to fucking need to play this game, I swear. Is literally what I've written here. I'm going to fucking need to play this game, I swear. I literally wrote it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to need to play this game. Star Wars Jedi Survivor has remained quiet for much of its development cycle, but a leak earlier this week suggests that we don't have long to wait for the big sequel. In case you're not realizing, Star Wars... I'm not saying... This isn't part of the article, I'm just saying Star Wars Jedi Survivor is the sequel to Fallen Order, which... I didn't even know was a thing. I haven't been paying attention to any leaks. Like, Jedi Fallen Order was so fucking good. It was like Star Wars Dark Souls, but it was actually worth my time instead of Dark Souls, where I just run at something and die a million times. It was so much fun. So I'm so excited there's a sequel. That info was confirmed in this evening's trailer at the Game Awards, so we now know with confidence that the game is targeting a launch on March 17th, 2023. Let's go, baby! Yep, that's what I'm waiting for. That's what it's all about. The trailer was accompanied by a visit from Cal Kestis himself, Cameron Monaghan. The actor is returning to play the beleaguered Jedi in the sequel, and he was around to follow up after the trailer to discuss his enthusiasm for the game. For fans eagerly anticipating new details, the trailer offers a lot over which to muse. We see that Cal looks like a more grizzled and powerful Jedi than when we last saw him training to become a knight. That truth is denoted perhaps most powerfully by the presence of a stubby beard, a sure sign of Force mastery in the Star Wars universe, if there ever was one. As depicted in the trailer, Jedi Survivor picks up some 5 years after the adventures described in Fallen Order. Returning companions include DB1 and Cere Junda. Cere, yeah, that's how you said her name, right? Cere Junda. But we also meet a new mercenary named Bok Akuna. In one sequence, we see Bode Akuna. We see Bode attacking in tandem with Cal, suggesting more of a team-up dynamic may be present. I'm going to pause the article there and say, imagine if this game was co-op. 2-player co-op. One plays Cal, one plays Bode. That'd be cool. The new video also reveals that Cal has access to several new ways to navigate the game world, including an ascension cable that seems to replace replicate what we've seen from grapple guns in many other successful games in recent years. The Jedi also appears to have embraced his love of nature as we see him tame and ride mounts. Cool. In another sequence, we see Cal embracing new combat techniques, including some exciting, agile moves with dual lightsabers in hand. In another notable moment near the end of the trailer, he pops the blade of a crossguard lightsaber, suggesting Kylo Ren isn't the first Force user to have rediscovered this particular ancient blade design. I'm gonna pause real quick and just show you this screenshot because, brother, this looks... I want a cross-guarded lightsaber in this game, bro. I want the crossguard. I don't care how stupid it is. I don't care how people think it's dumb. I don't give a shit, man. Look at my man. Look at my man in BD1. We need the crossguard, brother. We need the cross-guarded lightsaber. I need that. Where was it? Okay. The trailer also gives us happens at what appears to be two dangerous new foes for Cal, one of whom looks as if they may be wearing at least some parts of Mandalorian armor. We also witness Cal crash land on a planet that doesn't appear to be familiar with Star Wars locale, so it's possible we're getting a first glimpse of a new planet in the fiction. A one-armed man is seen near the beginning of the trailer in a Bacta tank, which was replicated on stage for the Game Awards. It's clear Respawn is playing its cards close to the chest regarding precisely who this figure is. Odds are it's someone pretty central to the story that will play out. The trailer leaves lots of questions open to debate, but there's no doubt that Respawn's sequel is looking like a visual treat and suggests that the game should offer a smorgasbord of new Star Wars storytelling to munch on when it releases in a few months. It's coming to PS5, the new Xbox, and PC on March 17th. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to watch this trailer. Now, I'm hoping that we can have sound. However, if there's Star Wars music, I cannot play the sound, and I hope you understand that. If you want to watch the trailer yourself, you can. But if there is music, I'm going to have to, like... Hold on, I'm just skipping through it to listen. Okay, there is music, but it's, like, really chill. So I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. Let's watch this, baby.
The order is gone. I was betrayed by the one I trusted most. I will not be imprisoned again.
You've been busy making yourself the Empire's most wanted.
Hi, Sarah. Oh, that's so cool. Yo, I'm sorry. I have to pause, bro. Was that a fucking battle droid? Bro, that is a battle droid. Okay. Oh, hello, sir.
A Jedi. Remind our friend here why his kind are supposed to be dead.
Here we go.
Whoa!
After all we've done,
Is that a fucking forest wampa? Ooh, some dark troopers. We love that. Nice finishing move. Hey, buddy.
thanks, Bode.
Part of the job, Gustus.
The Jedi is a threat.
Not now that we have this.
Jesus. Oh, that is such a cool... Let's go.
Survives.
Holy fuck, that is long. I'm sorry I'm pausing, but look at how long that is, bro. Also love the assassin droids. Wow. That's pretty cool. So, this makes me wonder now, right? Does this mean that, like, the game is less about moving between planets and more about, like, just this one big open world on this one planet? I mean, that would make sense, but I'm still, like, it's still a little confusing to me. Or is it gonna be, like, some No Man's Sky shit where, like, either the game starts and you're fine, or the game starts with you crashing, and then you have to, like, rebuild the ship by doing quests on this planet or whatever. I don't know. But it's pretty fucking cool. I'm excited for that. Anyways, that was our last gaming topic, which, I mean, bro, that was my first time watching it, so, like, my brain is still processing a bunch of information. There's, like, battle droids and assassin droids from the fucking Clone Wars. There was, like, those dudes look like fucking bounty hunters or whatever. There's battle droids with melee weapons, which is kind of nuts. I'm not sure how that's meant to go, but battle droids with melee weapons is kind of nuts. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the gaming topics. We're going to be moving on to our our eighth topic, which is our first non-gaming topic. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you about the biggest Christmas ski. The biggest Christmas ski. From Nuri? Whatever the fuck? Nuri! Maine. A bunch of Santa lookalikes took to the ski slopes to spread some seasonal cheer on Sunday. More than 300 jolly old elves, all dressed in red, dashed together down a mountain with white beards and Santa hats flapping in the breeze at the Sunday River Ski Resort. Holy shit. Sunday River Ski Resort in Maine. A skiing Grinch and a skiing Christmas tree joined the party. It wasn't exactly a winter wonderland, but there was little natural snow. The snowmaking machines at Sunday River produced enough of the fluffy stuff for the annual tradition. Santa Sunday has grown in popularity over more than 2 decades, raising $7,500 this year for a local charity. So here we go. Here's the pictures. I see the Christmas tree. I don't see the Grinch, though. But I do see the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree is right there. There's the Christmas tree. All right. Yep, there's some people in Santa gear. Yep. Still just seeing Santas. There he is! There he is! We found him! There he is! There he is. There's the man. There's the tree. That's fucking cool. There you go. People in Santa costumes were skiing and fucking doing all kinds of shit. Awesome. Moving on to our 9th topic. The most expensive jeans. Well, ladies and gentlemen, do I have a fucking topic for you. Let me have you just take a look at this pair of jeans. How much money do you think this pair of jeans costs? It's the white pair here. How much do you think this pair of jeans costs? How much do you think? $1 million? Okay, that's a little excessive, but okay. That's a little excessive, but all right, that's your guess. All right. This comes from Reno, Nevada. Pulled from a sunken trunk at an 1857 shipwreck off the coast of North Carolina, work pants that auction officials describe as the oldest known pair of jeans in the world have sold for $114,000. I mean, to be fair, that is kind of cool. They were pulled from a sunken trunk at a shipwreck from 1857. That's pretty cool. But still, $114,000. The white heavy-duty miner's pants with a 5-button fly were among 270 Gold Rush era artifacts that sold for a total of nearly $1 million in Reno last weekend, according to the Holabird Western American Collections. There's disagreement about whether the pricey pants have any ties to the father of modern-day blue jeans, Levi Strauss, as they predate by 16 years the first pair officially manufactured by his San Francisco-based Levi Strauss & Co. in 1873. Some say historical evidence suggests there are links to Strauss, who was a wealthy wholesaler of dry goods at the time, and the pants could be a very early version of what would become the iconic jeans. But the company's historian and archive director, Tracy Panek, says any claims about their origin are speculation. The pants are not Levi's, nor do I believe they are miners' work pants, she wrote in an email to the Associated Press. Regardless of their origin, there's no denying the pants were made before the SS Central America sank in a hurricane on September 12, 1857, packed with passengers who began their journey in San Francisco and were on their way to New York via Panama. And there's no indication older work pants dating to the Gold Rush era exist. So, the totality of the items were $1 million. But these specific jeans were $114,000. Damn, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are already on our second to last topic for the podcast today. Topic number 10. I hope she finds one. Now, Maple, I want you to say it with me. I hope she finds one. Okay? So say it with me. I hope she finds one. I hope she finds one, okay? I hope she finds one. This comes from Los Angeles. Okay. A girl named Madeline, with a vivid imagination and remarkable awareness of how bureaucracy can dash dreams, got her wish when she asked Los Angeles Animal Control authorities for a license to own a unicorn, if she's able to find one. The first of its kind permit came with strings attached, however. The mythical creature must be provided ample exposure to sunlight, moonbeams, and rainbows, and have its horn polished at least once a month with a soft cloth. Director Marcia Maeda of the County Department of Animal Care and Control sent the girl a heart-shaped, rose-colored metal tag with permanent unicorn license emblazoned on it, along with a white fuzzy unicorn doll with pink ears, purple hooves, and a silver horn. The department's response came after the girl wrote it a brief letter last month. Dear LA County, I would like your approval if I can have a unicorn in my backyard if I can find one. Maeda commended the girl for her sense of responsible pet ownership to seek permission in advance, and for thoroughly considering the requirements of providing a loving home to animals. The agency posted images of the correspondence, the license, the medallion, and the stuffed toy on its social media accounts, with the girl's last name obscured. Its 5 conditions for unicorn ownership also require that any sparkles or glitter sprinkled on the animal be non-toxic and biodegradable, and that it be fed watermelon at least once a week. So, this is real, by the way. This is like 100% real. So here's the plushie. Here's the little heart tag, right? This is like, okay, even though it's like sparkly and like fun, this is apparently like legit. Like, the actual director of animal control for Los Angeles signed off on this. Has been issued this pre-approved unicorn license on the 30th of November 2022. That's crazy, dude. There you go. If she ever finds a unicorn, she could technically legally own it as a pet. And nobody can tell her no. Which is kind of funny. Ladies and gentlemen, it's sad to say, we're moving on to our 11th and final topic of the podcast. But wait a minute. No. It may be the last topic, but it is not a disappointment. It is not a disappointing topic. I am putting my foot down. There needs to be a dramatic movie about this. What I am going to say, there needs to be a movie about this, okay? There needs to be a movie about this. This comes out of Berlin, okay? Police in Western Germany are appealing for help in cracking a potentially very cold case. Okay, it's a cold case. It's the heist of the century. There needs to be a movie about this, okay? Authorities say about 60 containers of bull sperm were stolen from a farm in the town of Olfen, 90 kilometers or 56 miles northeast of Cologne, late Monday or early Tuesday. Police said in a statement Wednesday that while it's unclear how the rustle happened, the precious cargo needs to be supercooled with liquid nitrogen at negative 196 degrees Celsius or negative 320 degrees Fahrenheit, so it isn't spoiled. They're seeking tips from the public that might lead to the recovery of the sperm, which was intended for artificial insemination. There needs to be a movie about the bull sperm heist, okay? I need a movie about bull sperm heist. I want that movie. That would be a fucking great movie. Where's, you've heard of Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, Ocean's whatever, alright? This needs to be like a spin-off movie called Sperm Oceans, alright? Sperm Oceans. Ocean 69. There you go. Ocean 69. Sperm Oceans. Something. There needs to be a movie about this, man. There needs to be a heist movie about the bull sperm heist. But ladies and gentlemen, until we get that bull sperm heist movie, that's going to be it for the Bullshit Podcast. For December 12th, December 12th, 2022. I will be seeing you all in the next one, which will be on December 19th, 2022, and hopefully by December 19th, I'll be able to read to you the what was I gonna say? The results of CDL Raleigh. What about the new GTA update tomorrow? I mean, it's probably a GTA Online update, and nobody really gives a shit. Let me look it up real quick, though, just to see if there's anything. New GTA Online update. I don't know who HITC is, but we're gonna look at their thing on it. Los Santos Drug Wars DLC. New drug business to operate. Cool. New story missions. Cool. New upgrades. Cool. The only thing I give a shit about is the new vehicles. What new vehicles? New GTA Online Drug Wars vehicles. New cars in GTA Online Drug Wars. The class Tahoma Coupe, the Brigade. Okay, don't give a shit. Unnamed Classic Pontoon Coupe. Wow, crazy. Sick. Basically, Bikers DLC Part 2, awesome. If you're hyped up about it, awesome, man. Go for it. But for me personally, it's not gonna make me play GTA Online again. No, I don't think anything. I literally don't think anything Rockstar Games could ever do now will make me play GTA Online again. Literally. I don't think there's anything. But if you're excited for it and you're gonna play it, I'm excited for you, my friend. But anyways, like I said, that has been the December 12th edition of the Bullshit Podcast. Hopefully next week on the 19th, I can give you guys the results of CDL Raleigh, because that shit's gonna be lit. I'm gonna be watching all of it. I might try to, like, I don't know, maybe like over the course of next week, of this upcoming week, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stream some more Voices of the Void, and I'm also gonna stream some more of that mod. What mod was it? Oh, the Halo mod. I want to stream more of the Halo mod, and then I want to stream some more Voices of the Void, so I can make videos on it. So that way I can have a couple of those videos as well as... Well, I'm going to stream more of the Halo mod. So I have another Voice of the Void video I have to edit. Then I'll have those 2 Halo videos. Then I can make like 1 or 2 Call of Duty videos. That'll be 5 videos. That'll be more than enough to cover Friday because I might not stream Friday depending on how CDL Raleigh goes. So I'm not sure what the schedule for CDL Raleigh is. I don't think they have it up yet. I don't think they have it up yet, but I could be wrong. Schedule. Fifth tournament weekend. Here we go. Match schedule coming soon. Yeah, so we don't have a schedule yet. It starts on the 15th, which is Thursday actually. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. If New York, especially if New York plays on Friday, I'm sorry, I'm not streaming if New York plays on Friday. Absolutely not. But if they don't, or if they do, we'll see. Anyways, love you guys. It's been great. Thank you all for coming out to the podcast. I'm going to go watch Bleach with the boys. And, yeah, see you guys next week on Monday. And then those of you here live, I'll see you maybe later tonight for another stream. I'm not sure, though. I'm not 100% on that. But stay tuned to the Discord and Twitter to find out. Bye-bye!